like I said, I woke up like this. I did what I had to do today, and then I was like, I'm just gonna do a show, and I came on here like normal, no extra preparations or nothing special. I don't understand. I don't understand what all the hype is about. First you copy Lee Cole's show, now it's Nadu's rug. Have you no shame? All right, that was good. All right, so what do you think, guys? Listen, I could show you pictures of me with hair, and I do not look like this. This is the worst fucking wig I could have ordered. I can't be exposed. You can. All my bullshit's already out there. It's on the table. You know who put it out there? I did. Okay? So, you're the only one here with something to lose. You keep it moving. You keep doing whatever you want. And you keep thinking somehow that you're going to win. But you're not. I promise you that. This isn't going to end. This isn't going to end well for you, my friend. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
And going by the fact that I, better than anyone, know what my numbers are and how much money I'm bringing in.
But you said yourself 2 days ago,
No.
you're not making no money right now. You said that. You said I'm not
this month, bro. In December, I brought. If I told you how much I brought in December, you'd throw up.
Chris, that is fucking.
It's fucking.
Incredible. It's
okay.
so hard.
So is it fair to say that I have a handle on this? That even though you might not see what I'm doing is right, that it's working like a motherfucker.
And you know what? Remember I called you about a week ago and told you. I said maybe don't fight with all these people. Maybe do it a different way. You were making more money back. You said I'm making money. Don't worry. Salud. Do it. It's hard to make money on content, bro. Do what you got to do. You asked me a question, I answered it. And let me ask you something. You've made a comment in the past, didn't you? How long did it take you to get to 2,000 subs?
See where it goes from there. Nobody needs me to defend them. I want to say that first. Angel certainly doesn't. Jimmy certainly doesn't. And Jimmy might even be a little pissed off at me, and so might Angel after this show. If I would have told them I was going to do this beforehand, they probably would have told me not to. But yeah, you're right. Spit it out. I know. I'm getting there, bro. What's up? Let's get Mikey and John DeLuca. How are you, my friend? So, all right. I'll stop beating around the bush. There's a movement taking place, all right? We know about this so-called movement, all right? Now, I'm not going to knock this movement. I'm not going to deliberately go in on it, like, and bash it in any way. But there's some things I'm going to say. This is... I've spoken to people that are part of this movement. I know what it's supposed to be about. That's fine. I say, do your thing. Good luck with it. But, there's beginning to be this crusade against Jimmy Clan. Okay? And I know Jimmy doesn't care. I know he doesn't. I just spoke to him a couple of hours ago. I know he doesn't care about this stuff. But I do. And you know my theory on things. If you're my friend, I defend you. Even if you don't necessarily want me to. Okay? And I don't see any reason Jimmy should be bothered by this, and I know he's not. But as his friend, I'm bothered. I'm hearing all this shit. There's this real, that they're going at him hard. You know what I mean? From every angle. There's this crusade on Jimmy. Blah, blah, blah. Because of something Jimmy did 20 years ago. And it's been ridiculous, honestly. But it's getting more and more ridiculous. I don't know if the people who are bashing him realize how fucking stupid they sound. Honestly. But I'm going to tell them tonight. You would think, right, for a movement that's supposed to be, I guess it's supposed to be positive. I don't know. I'm not really even sure about that myself. But, I think the guy that runs it is generally a decent person and, would like to do positive things with himself and his life. You would think with a guy like Jimmy, regardless of your beliefs about how you feel about cooperators or rat this, rat that, blah, 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 all that horse shit. You would think you'd look at a guy like Jimmy, okay, and you'd say, all right, now this is a guy who committed all his crimes basically as a kid before the age of 23. Went to prison, served very hard time, numerous different prisons for 6.5 years, gets out, pretty much stays on the straight and narrow for 11 months. Does a little, maybe sell a little weed, whatever, right? But then gets busted and he's looking at going away for the rest of his life. Okay, now he makes a decision, regardless of whether or not you agree with that decision. A very, very, very bad person goes away with the help of his testimony, right? Okay. This is, first of all, this is not somebody we should look up to. This is not somebody we should feel bad for. I will, at some point, do an entire show on Anthony Spear. But this was a terrible person. Okay, he used kids to sell drugs for him. He used kids to kill people for him, and everything else. Okay, he was basically, he used these kids as a farm team, and he. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, well, and you're exactly right, Jane Cree. He didn't. So this was a bad guy. So honestly, I'm going to tell you the truth. Guess what, guys? I don't give a fuck that he went to jail. Society as a whole was better off because of it. Hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. Hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. Now, I don't agree with telling on anybody. I don't agree with cooperating. I've never done it in my life, okay? And it's not something I encourage. I'll tell you the main reason is because I don't believe in helping the police do their work for them. Okay, it's not your job as a guy in the street to do the work of the police. Okay, you're not getting a paycheck for it. You didn't sign up for it. It's not your job. Let them do their own police work. Leave it at that. Right? But also because I was raised that way. I was raised that you don't tell and everything else. And guess what? So was Jimmy. All right.
Me. This is what's going on YouTube. Hopefully, YouTube gets shine some light to it, and hopefully they do something about it, because there definitely needs to be a law on this internet about attacking people and taking their faces and putting them on other places. That's another thing. Angel Gotti created a lawsuit against Jean Borello because Jean Borello did something with her face. Okay, I'm sure I got some kind of lawsuits going on all over this place.
It sounds like you might have a case, yeah.
Sounds
like you might have a case there. This guy, it sounds noble enough when you say, "Oh, I'm fighting for my father. I want to get him out of jail." Okay, a son's love for his father. But when you start taking it to other people who, just you want to go after lying informants, it's like, okay, A-Light's one thing. Yeah, he's a proven liar. Yeah, it's documented. But to go after other guys and shit that you have no proof they're lying, they've never been caught in a lie, and you're just harassing them with weirdo trolls from Europe and wherever else the fuck.
I won't put my wife on like they do. Wait a minute, I don't have a wife. I got a bunch of ex-wives, though. I won't put any of my ex-wives on here. How's that?
I dated a millionaire, no big deal. I left him. He was an ass. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I used to be the same way. I used to be like, rich. Now, don't get me wrong. When people say money can't buy happiness, you're out of your fucking mind. Money has bought me happiness probably 2 million times in my life. Of course it brings you happiness. Of course it does. Now, does that mean just because you have money you're happy? No. But can money buy happiness? You're fucking right it can. Absolutely. Look at some poor bastard who's, got an eviction notice on his fucking door and no food in his refrigerator, can't find a job, and, can't even support himself. Give him a few $1,000s. See how quickly he becomes happy, okay? Money certainly buys happiness, but there are a lot of miserable rich motherfuckers out there, without a doubt. Look, we got rich people on here who this is all they do, and they're self-proclaimed rich people. And all they're doing with their life is YouTube. They're on YouTube. They're in everybody's chat. They're watching YouTube all day. And they're fucking rich to hear them tell it. I'm not rich. Let me tell you something. If I was rich, even right now, I'd be out doing something, buying something, having fun. Like, I probably wouldn't even be on YouTube. Honestly, at all.
With her. the reality is, if it wasn't for her, I might not even be on here. They probably would have took me out a long time ago, or my show would have just died. So trolls are valuable. And if people think trolls aren't valuable, MRE is a troll. He admits to you he's a troll, but he also has over 4,000 subs now. But he'll tell you he's a troll. You cannot be on these shows in any genre without having troll friends. You have to have them. So if any of you guys are planning on starting shows, don't ever go on and take on the trolls. Make friends with certain trolls. Because if you don't, you're dead. You're not going to survive a troll attack over and over and over again. You know, and that's just it. They slow things down. I mean, you don't think the troll attack on FBS has damaged him? Or on me? They damage us. These troll attacks really damage us. Whether they have 100 viewers. Look at John Wolf. John Wolf's a troll. Without a doubt, John Wolf's a troll. He'll put out his videos. And John Wolf, one thing I respect about John Wolf, he'll go after anybody. John Wolf wakes up one day and goes, I'm going to go after Lee today. And this could be after he sent me an email and he said hi to me. The next fucking day, he puts out a video on me. So a lot of trolls don't have friends. They just go after who they feel like that day. That's a troll. So let's not pretend trolls aren't valuable. They're very valuable. The stronger you're...
Thank
you, man. I appreciate that.
Well, you just got my grandmother some champagne for her birthday.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
so much.
Good. Nona, and you know what? Nona
You helped
deserves
her.
it. God
Thank
bless
you so
her.
much. Thank you.
You know, I need a favor from you guys, and I hate to do this on live.
See, that's how the Italians are. They do a favor for you, you gotta do a favor back.
No, I'm embarrassed to even ask it. Mob Hitman, with Christian.
My bad. That was my fault.
Mob Hitman.
Okay, but I'm embarrassed to get this from you guys, so I apologize in advance. Can you guys send me a signed autograph poster? You know,
I have one of Lee. Of Lee's. Wipe that bird shit off your face. I already autographed it. It's waiting to go.
He don't want that.
No, but I want a signed picture of you two with, like, you know, to the consigliere, wishing you all the best and keep your mouth shut and stay out of chats.
We could do that.
If you send us one.
Me? It won't be worth,
definitely did autograph.
It'll actually devalue the paper it's written on. Right?
I wish I would have met up with FBS that night. We were supposed to meet up. I wanted to take pictures and stuff.
We will, bro. I know that was a fucking shit show, but we will, man, definitely.
Well, look, all jokes aside, I'll tell you what I really do mean. All jokes, guys. At one point, seriously, let's meet up. If you guys can meet up with me in the Bronx, I want to take you to Arthur Avenue. We get some lunch. Maybe do a live over there.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do a little lunch. Yeah.
Like John
would be great, bro.
You know?
Italian restaurant, right?
Yeah. Of course. What do you think? I'm gonna take you to Taco Bell? Come on.
I like Taco Bell.
I like Taco Bell too, but you're a gentleman. I don't do that to gentlemen.
Why am I the only one on here showing my face?
Oh, I mean,
you know
dude,
my
hey, you want to see my face?
What happened?
I haven't
What
shaved,
happened?
and I was at work all day. But I mean,
everybody else is doing it. It's the fad now.
I gotta get on there. Let me.
It's a fashion statement to show you.
What happened to Carlos and Common Sense?
Oh, they got angry.
The boss came and everybody shuts up. They get scared when the boss comes. They show respect. They sit in the
I didn't want
corner.
to fuck the show up, bro. My bad.
No, you didn't fuck the show up. I'm happy you're here. You know, you're always welcome here.
The Don walks in.
Mi casa es tu casa.
Other dude that came out, begged for my attention so I can help him build his show like everybody else's. When I wouldn't give it to him, now he's trashing me and stuff, which is fine. I'm just going to let him do it. Just ignore that guy. Ignore him. You could see what he's doing. He's got some money behind his channel. You know, he's got a bunch of fake subs he bought or whatever. And, you know, he's going to tell us about anything Italian or Sicilian. That's hilarious. But he sucks. And I will pay no attention to him. He could say whatever he wants about me. So I suggest you guys do the same. Just ignore him. You could see what he's doing. He's trying to build his channel off of me because he doesn't have any talent. He can't do it on his own. So I wouldn't fall for it if I was you. Mosquitoes and ticks do suck.
From the King Doxer's chat, and you're simping for the King Doxer right now.
Who's the King Doxer? Who did he dox?
FBS. He put that girl.
Who did he dox?
He put that girl Jessica's info out there. He pulled.
No,
up,
he didn't. Josie did. Josie put that info out there.
He put it up on his channel also.
Because Josie asked him to.
Well,
Josie went on his stream and did it, dude.
He still did it though. If Josie told him to jump off a bridge, he jumped off the bridge. He jumped off the bridge. Josie told him to put it up, and he still put it up. I went on there, told him it wasn't her. Me and him were like, he's like, no, you're just saying that. And then the next day he realized it, and he says, oh, my bad, that wasn't the girl. I'm not going to put it up. But if it was the real girl, he would have put it up.
Yeah, but why? But who's the one that gave it to him to put it up, dude? So why aren't you making videos about Josie? Oh, I know. So you just want to blame him.
I gave him a
so you just want to. So you just want him to blame him, but you're not going to put the person that paid an attorney to look up the guy's information, though.
I tried to avoid
time.
fighting with him for months, dude. He's been taking digs at me for months. I tried to avoid it. The last straw was when that rat came on his channel. That was the last straw. And now all of a sudden, I'm the worst guy in the world. I'm evil. They got to find me and all this. It's like, what? How long was he going to poke me before I responded? You know? Like, come on, man.
How long do you think it was going to be until somebody tried to figure out who you were?
What are you talking? Well, they've always been trying to do that to rats since I've been on here, the stool pigeons and pedophiles that I trolled. So what? FBI runs his mouth about me. I make fun of him. He wants to find out. He have every right to look for me. Go look for me. You're never going to find me. And don't you think it's pretty stupid? Even if he did try to find me, what's he going to do? Torture my family? Well, his family would get tortured right back. And where would that leave him?
So then what are you worried about?
I'm not worried about nothing.
So why do you keep making videos about it, crying about it then?
Because you're making videos about me. What are you talking about? Your friends making.
I know you're completely innocent, dude.
I'm not completely innocent. Oh no, I torture rats and stool pigeons on, and you guys are all for that. Before I started messing with Jimmy, and then I finally stuck up and said something about FBI because I let him go for months trashing me.
But you have selective morals and selective principles on who you talk to. Yes, you do. I like was making videos. I was making videos on his channel every day, trashing this dude's wife, talking about him, talking about women, talking about whatever. And then you still he's got a wrench in your chat. You're still going on his show, all your buddies.
He doesn't have a wrench. He didn't have a wrench in my chat. No, he don't.
Until when people started flipping out and saying stuff, then you took it away.
Both sides.
No, that's not why I took it away. And I'm not a hypocrite.
Selective outrage on both sides. You know,
I would say selective. I go after the people who mess with me.
Well, anybody would come after anybody, you know, that comes after them. That's just fucking the way human nature is. You know, people feel the need that they have to defend themselves, and rightfully so most of the time.
Well, then why can't they just do it on YouTube and bant back and forth? Why do they have to go to, let's find out who people are? That makes them look weak.
I don't disagree one bit, man. I think the whole fucking bringing people's families, fucking
that's terrible.
Fucking disinformation. But I understand human nature where when someone felt like a line has been crossed, they feel, you know, they're now entitled to cross that line as well.
What line did I cross? I actually stuck up for Chris when he was doxxed. I was the only one who made a video and stuck up for him. And I've always condemned Tony Pizza calling his mother and calling Gunsmoke's mother. Always condemned that. FBI lately has been saying that I passive-aggressive always hated him, and I like the fact that he was doxxed. That's not true. And that's a lie. You believe that? I just want to
maybe he feels that way. I can't tell somebody how they feel about something. That's how somebody feels. That's how they feel.
I'm asking you your opinion. Do you think that I've always why would I stick up for him if I wanted the guy tortured, or if I thought people making fun of his wife was funny? Why would I condemn them for it?
No, I mean, I'm not a person to speak on it because I don't know a shitload, but what
why myself, or what did you say, me and FBS, you were cracking on both of us. But I'm going to call you out on it and give you the opportunity. But I wrote underneath your video this morning, come on the show. And I even left you my email. And what did you do? You erased it, tough guy. You couldn't leave it under there. You had to erase what I said to you. Come on. but I'm going to call you from now on poor man's Gene Barillo, because you look like a poor man's version of Gene Barillo. Okay. So I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here. I'm going to read some remarks, and then I'm going to play the video. There's only a room for one Tony on Mob Tube.
FBS, but that's what he wants. FBS has no show. FBS show is what other people say about him. That's what he said.
FBS did a video yesterday. I already downloaded it. It's too late for him. I told him I would not do no more videos on him, and I'm not. But I got other people that do want to do videos on him, and I'm going to help them out, editing them. But in the same video, he says, "I'm done with this genre. It's not going anywhere anyways, and that's it." And in the same sentence, within 3 seconds, he says, "Guys, but I'm not going anywhere. I'll be interviewing, still doing mob interviews and reviewing and talking about John A. And then he says, "I'm done with it." Like, the guy's not all there. Like, it's clear.
It's mental illness. It's mental illness.
No, seriously. Like, people might think we're joking around, but he's not all there.
No, it's not.
Like, look, if you don't want nobody talking about your wife, Lee, don't put your wife on and then have your wife cursing people, telling people off. Like, of course they're going to tell you, they're going to talk about your wife.
Yeah, it's people don't recognize mental illness. When you come on and you tell people how great you are and how people are jealous of you and stuff, that's mental illness, people.
The people like that when we were kids.
Lee, I remember when Nikki Blake first told me about this. You know, the people he mentioned was you and FBS, and
yeah,
you guys
thanks,
were fighting.
Nikki.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but listen, but I just mentioned, because you said, I forgot what bothered me about you. It wasn't about the trip or none of that stuff. It was about, because you would say my show, my station. That bothers me. I'm like, these guys don't even know the terminology of YouTube.
Old man. It's a station.
But that's fine. But fine. Even you admit it, but that's fine. But that's the reason why. It wasn't that and a couple of stuff, but it wasn't no big deal. But when it came to this guy, ask him. This guy, we were laughing.
Bro,
we were laughing. Everybody that I show that to, they laugh about him. They laugh at him.
Everybody I've shown FBS to, man, that I know, because people have said, "Tony, what are you doing with the mob genre situation?" I go, "Bro, I'm going for this guy right here, bro. I'm putting him in his place." And everybody who watches this guy, they're like, "Bro, yeah, he deserves it."
Darren says FBS lives in a 100-year-old shack and sold crack out of a hotel. He should not even be in this genre.
I see.
Hey, nothing wrong with living with your mom, but he lives with his mom.
Of a man in my mother's honor, I'm going to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Now FBS is a type of individual that he immediately is going to have to get under somebody's wing. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something. When you're in a place like Florence, Colorado, I'm talking about the maximum security penitentiary place. You're dealing with some cats there, man. These are not your normal everyday cats. And if you see the interview that I did with a buddy of mine that we were both there at the same time hanging out, he could tell you. You know what I mean? If they just see some weakness in you, bro, for real, they're gonna get you, and you're gonna have to start paying for protection. And I think that's what would happen to a guy like FBS, because in my opinion, a person that does the things that he does is a coward. So, cowards in a place like that are going to be used and abused.
Yeah, listen, and it's like Tony says, listen, it's just the way you talk. But the things that he says, you can tell he's a fugazi, he's a liar. You can just tell everything about him is fake. He said in his video, "I started DJing when there was nobody around, and now everybody's trying to do it." In his video, he says that.
Yeah,
dude,
best of everything.
Are you kidding me? Say that to Ice-T and the New York City Spin Masters. Say that to all the DJs back in the days, in the 80s. What are you talking about? Like, what in what normal mind would somebody slip up, even say something so stupid? I started DJing in the beginning when there was no DJs around. Really?
Yep.
That's you have to laugh at that. He's not right.
It's fucking hilarious,
It's hilarious.
DJs started in the 70s, real heavy. That's when they started, before he was even born.
Yes.
And one thing I want to mention is that
one second, guys.
Go ahead,
Jeff, I'm dropping you the link. If you want to come up here and say hello to these guys, you're more than welcome, Jeff. So I'm just going to put that down there. I don't know if you guys know Jeff Nadeau.
Yeah, Jeff. Jeff commented on one of my videos, and I commented on one of my videos on him. Yeah, I told him I think that Jeff. Here's another thing. He did FBS. I would say CBS. That's what we should call him, CBS. FBS. PBS. I see him get taxed. He attacks Tom from Armchair, and he attacks Jeff Nadeau. Now, Jeff Nadeau is in a whole different level. Tom is in a whole different level. Like him or dislike those guys, Jeff, what I've seen from Jeff, he knows his history on mob. None of these guys got nothing on him. Nothing. They got nothing on him. I'm sorry. It's just from what I'm seeing. I don't know Jeff. I haven't talked to him besides seeing him here and there. And Tom as well. I just met Tom and we're cool. And I'm probably going to go on his thing. But I'm not saying that because of that. I'm just saying because I know talent when I recognize talent. I've been in the YouTube game for a while. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of I know Mr. Beast. I know Omi the Hellcat. I know all these guys. You can confirm that with them if you can even get a hold of them. But that's not my point. So I can spot talent when I know. He can't compare. So, him saying Jeff this, he can say everything he wants about Jeff, but he can't hold a candlestick.
No,
Jeff is
absolutely not. It's like comparing gold with bronze.
It's jealousy. Listen, it's clear jealousy. There's only one word for it: jealousy. That's it.
Bad. Oh my God! What's up, folks? We're gonna watch something today. That happened earlier today. This guy had a live stream, and it was named. What the hell was the name of it? Let me fix this thing. I forget the name of it. It was called Stacks Jimmy Calandra, and it had a question mark on it. So I subbed to the guy's channel because I seen he was on Paps' show. Said your question of what your live stream was about. What is Jimmy Calandra or chatting with Stacks? I says Stacks is cool. I like him. Jimmy Calandra's a rat. That's it. I did you a favor by coming in your stream. Like when people come in your stream and give you a view and hit like and subscribe, that's what you're supposed to do. But I unsubscribed and left after this.
The fucking chat talking about somebody a rat.
Because he is a rat.
We had a situation. I had a situation with Chicago Muscle, something similar to this, and even.
Well, I don't know about that situation. I'm not Chicago Muscle. Okay. Can you differentiate of two different channels and two different people?
He said, "Yeah, Tony, you're right."
Look how mad he is and worked up.
That's a problem everywhere in this world, including the Cosa Nostra.
Oh, this guy's a clown. It's not Cosa Nostra. And what is he, Gandhi over here? Now he's Gandhi. He wants world peace. He just...
Okay? Whatever I did was for my reason, nobody else's.
We know why you did it, because you didn't want to go to jail, paint chips.
So, anyone who has my name in the map, they're just a bunch of clowns, okay?
They're all clowns.
They're trying to get credibility. They got no credibility.
How are we trying to get credibility? We're making fun of you because you do cringy stuff on YouTube, Cringe Fest.
Well, when you come on here, show your face.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Go show your face thing. Why don't you take that up with Google and YouTube? YouTube gives us the option of avatar or showing your face. I choose the avatar. Why? Because guys like Jimmy call up the feds and try to get people arrested. She's an idiot.
Okay? Show your face.
Show your face.
You can't show your face. You shouldn't be on here.
All right, so anybody can't show their face, they shouldn't be on here. Take it up with YouTube.
Okay, show your face, show your name. I hide from nobody.
See that? Show your name. That's what he really wants. People's names. I wonder why, Doxville. So you and your crowd of doxers and informants and cop callers can call the police on people? And you can give names to your handlers?
Brooklyn, I hide from nobody. I don't give a fuck about nobody.
Does this sound like a changed man? Because in a few minutes he's going to tell us how he's changed. Yeah, R.I.P. Anthony Spiro. This rat put Anthony Spiro away on the word of a dead man. Paulie G's story is what Jimmy told on the stand. A story from a dead man, another Paulie G story. Spiro never even talked to you, you loser. You used to wash the cars.
for a little while now. Okay, I hit it off with you. I consider you my friend. That's, you know, I don't hide that. And yesterday you did a video, and as you know, the last couple of days I went on 2 channels. Okay, I went on Tony SoFlo. What happened was he put up this thing with me and Stacks. He said, was it Calandra or was it Stacks? So right away I bite and I say, you know what? What's this guy? You know, what does he want to say, this guy? So I went on his channel, and I know he talks bad about you. And I was talking to him, and I told him, I said, listen, I said, you know what is it with you know, Fat Boss Assassine and Gunsmoke? I told him, if you look at the video, and he really didn't much answer it. You know, I think he's a, you know, look, I think he's a decent person. I think with him, he has a lot of sense of humor with this. I'm saying, I think he's a better person than the other people in here, you know. So that's one thing. Then the other day, I saw this other guy. I don't know what they call him. You know, I know he falls asleep sometimes as he's doing a show. And I see some other guy telling him, you know, Jimmy Calandra sent the guy Gunner $5. Now, I never sent Gunner $5 in my life. I'm saying, so I'm watching them talking. So I said, you know what, drop a link. Because sometimes, you know what, I'm all in. I don't care. Yeah. I'm saying, I'm a reactor sometimes. I don't care. I don't hide my face. Call me what you want. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm a man. I don't hide. You know what I mean? I'm a man. And after I went on, they asked all kinds of questions. Then I went off because I got a phone call, and I had to talk to this person on the phone. And then I see that I didn't know he was so friendly with all these trolls.
Yeah, he is.
You know? Yeah, see, I didn't know that. So the thing is, you know, and then yesterday I saw your show, and I know a lot of it had, you know, you were upset. Some of it related to me. And I called you yesterday. I said, Fat Boss Assassine, give me a call. Then I called Gunsmoke. I said, Gunsmoke, tell Fat Boss Assassine to call me because I value your friendship. I value our relationship. You know that. Okay? Yeah, I'm always here for you. Okay? And I know that bothered you. Okay? But that's why I invited you on here to talk about that. I want to, you know, address that, and for us to, you know, put it out there, and we could talk about it because we're men and we're friends.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. And listen, those 2 guys, as far as Tony SoFlo and the Nikki Blade guy, I don't know them from Adam. I don't, you know, I never started anything with them. I never said anything bad about them. I never had no reason to have a problem with them. They just started attacking me for whatever reason. So, you know, they could do that. That's fine. It don't bother me. But when I saw you go on there and you said, you know, I'm friendly with Fat Bald Sicilian and Gunsmoke, I'm like, wait a minute, what does he mean friendly? We're friends. So, you know, that bothered me a little bit. And, you know, it just seemed like you were on there while they were talking shit about me. So that's why I was bothered about it, because they, you know, they're calling me every name under the sun. So I just expected something a little differently.
Yeah. And you know what? That's also why I invited you on here. And the thing is, you know, when there's a chat, there's so much going on so fast. I mean, so it's like you could address something, and then by the time you know it, your mind is onto something else. You know, so that passed you by. But listen, you know, Tony SoFlo knows that you're friendly with me. I'm your friend, okay? All right? And you know, I would defend you in any way. Now, he has some kind of you see what he does. He has a sense of humor, this guy. I'm saying, I mean, he has a sense of humor. And you know, I don't think he is as vicious as these other guys. I'm saying,
hey, bro, am I on?
You're on, brother.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Still
okay, perfect. Hey, listen, with all due respects to your channel and to your people over here and to Danny Trio, I would have to leave here because the only way I will get it in with this guy in a panel anytime if he shows his face. Simple as
no
that.
problem.
I'm not gonna talk to to a fake Roman centurion mask there, bro. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm
10
saying?
pages.
With all due respect.
10
So I
pages.
will be going live now, Lee. I'm gonna be going live right now. I have to address a particular situation that his buddy Chicago Muscle just did. He had his wife. He's hiding behind his wife's skirt now. He made a video with his wife talking.
Listen, I like Chicago Muscle. He's a good guy, but I don't know.
I know he's a great guy. Yeah, he's a great guy. I understand. I know you love him. I know you love him to death.
Listen, if he's going to quote guys,
this guy just threatened my life. Listen to me. Hey, this guy's not gonna let me talk or what, bro?
Oh, you said you didn't want to be here and you didn't want to.
Hey, bro, but stop acting like you're a tough guy, bro.
I thought you were too good to
guy.
talk to me.
You're a fucking snitch is what you are, bro.
I thought you were a good talk.
Piece of shit. You're a piece of shit doxer. You're gonna get doxed.
I never doxed nobody.
Information's gonna come out of here. You and Chicago Muscle. All right? Hey, bro, I'm out of here, Lee. I love you, bro. Hey, Daddy Trio. Sorry that we met this way, big dog. All right?
Tony.
Much respect for you. I got no respect for this piece of shit here hiding behind
whatever. Take it up with YouTube.
Get the fuck out of here, little boy. You're getting doxed.
YouTube and Google. Go dox whoever. Go dox whoever. Take it up with Google and YouTube. They allow me to put an avatar on. Like this.
That didn't go to where I thought.
Oh, listen, what kind of guy comes on and screams he's going to dox people? Come on, that's low right there. You're going to dox people for what? What did I do to you? But go ahead. Everybody else has tried. Go ahead.
But let me, Marie, I got to ask you a question.
I don't even know what the fuck dox means.
It means try to find out who you are and give out all, just like a rat does. Just what a rat does, Danny.
Marie, I got to ask you a question.
Wait for some people to get in the room. Check out my Italian hashtag hat over here. What's up, fellas? It's about time. It took these Finoiks a while. It took them a while. But Team Cop and Team FBI and the Stool Pigeons hired, private investigators, FBI. But the moment I started this channel, I knew this day would come. And I've wanted this day to come. I used to go on stream and show myself all the time. I knew this day would come. I wanted this day to come. And I dedicate everything I've done on here to Rudolph Sciarra and Rocco Argenti, two men who never rolled on nobody or became stool pigeon fucks. Vafa Tengu to all you rat bastards. Nothing's gonna change. This doesn't change nothing. This doesn't change nothing. He's actually walked perfectly into my spider web because I wanted to show my face and come on air for a long time. Forget about it.